It's IHSAA Wrestling Night at Case Arena as the Frankfort Hot Dogs meet the Delphi Oracles. Good evening, everyone. This is Mike Walensky along with Jeremy Corbin. Our pregame is brought to you tonight by FiberHawk. Now available, FiberHawk Fiber Internet. Super fast speeds, no more buffering. Perfect for all sizes of business. FiberHawk offers every speed to meet your internet needs. For more on offerings and availability, go to fiberhawk.com or call 765-922-HAWK. Fast, affordable FiberHawk. And our pregame is brought to you by the Farmers Bank, locally owned and operated with 10 banking offices located in central Indiana, providing retail business trust and asset management, investment, mortgage, and electronic banking services. The Farmers Bank is here to support you every step of the way. The Farmers Bank, my bank for life, member FDIC, equal housing lender. And Jeremy Corbin tonight, some interesting matchups in Delphi and Frankfort. Coach Richard Sallee's Frankfort wrestlers have come out strong this year, 6-0 on the season. They were 5-0 the Western Boone Invitational. They stand on top of the Sagamore Conference. Coach Sallee's earned his 100th career victory in the match this past week, 41-36 victors over Western Boone, but he wasn't very thrilled about that.
Yeah, he's very animated out on the mat tonight. It's very good to see him get his 100th win for sure. Tonight, I think Frankfort will dominate Delphi, but we will see. It's we got a short night. We'll see. We've got a couple forfeits coming up in the varsity line. Couple notes to mention. Frankfort's 106 and 113, both undefeated. One is a state qualifier, Elijah Anthony. He'll be electric to watch on the match tonight.
Coach Sallee, much like a lot of other coaches around the area, is a homegrown product. Frankfort graduate of 2000, a three-sports star here as a hot dog in track and field, football, and wrestling. I know he was an outstanding football player, got himself a scholarship and competed at St. Joe University, competed at the Division II level, and then started his coaching career as a bomber at Rensselaer Central before he came back at Frankfort and worked underneath a tremendous wrestling coach in his own right. But he thinks that his program is really slotted towards pursuing a Sagamore Conference championship and perhaps doing some great things in the tournament.
Yeah, they're definitely going to make a run in Sagamore Conference for sure, not to mention county and some other things that are going to be going against this later this year. But hey, 6-0, it's nothing to write home about yet. Let's see how they do tonight.
And tonight it looks like Coach Sallee is going to do some bumping up in terms of weight class distribution. Elijah Anthony at 113, he's now ranked second in the state. In some instances, he may be number one. He's 6-0. Last year, a qualifier at the state level at 106. He's going to move up to 120.
That's correct. And the reason for that is the new rules this year for seeding for sectionals. Forfeits do not count. So their 106 is undefeated. However, he has taken some forfeits this year. So he's trying to bump up his 106 to get him as many matches, live matches as possible for seeding purposes during sectionals. And
that 106-pounder is Armando Roa, who also, much like Elijah Anthony, stands at 6-0. So he'll be wrestling tonight up a notch at 113. And Coach talked a little bit about the reason why Roa is better this year.
Yeah, he was saying in the room he's practicing with Elijah Anthony. Anytime you got a state qualifier in the room, you're going to try to practice with him. He's the only thing he can do is make you better. So remember in my old high school days, same deal. Kevin Weingartner, state champion, and practicing with him, it's a whole different level at that point.
An interesting move at Delphi. They replace an all-time great Hall of Fame coach who moved on to become an athletic director up at one of the Newton County schools. In Lucas Schmidt, in his first year, a Purdue graduate, wrestled at Purdue, and he comes into this Delphi program his first year. So youngster, but has a lot of tools to work with the Oracles.
He does, for sure. I remember my first days as coaching, and he's probably a little frustrated at some points, some ventures, because coming from a Big Ten school and wrestling, and going to a smaller school in Delphi. But I think he can do some good things over there. We'll see how it shakes out.
There should be some interesting matchups in this evening's bout between Delphi and Frankfort, and I really think that Coach Sallee's got a lot of youngsters down in the lower weights that can really make an impact for his program.
He does, for sure, but don't forget about the 6 seniors on his team, too. So at middle to heavy guys, they can make some noise later on this year as well.
And one of those is 170-pounder Chris Matias, senior, comes into tonight at 4-2.
Yep, we'll see how he compares tonight at the 172 mark.
It's the Delphi Oracles and the Frankfort Hot Dogs coming up. Varsity Wrestling, IHSAA style, here on the ISC Sports Network.
Running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. FiberHawk partners with local companies by providing business class internet, phone, TV, and customized bundles to meet your needs. Our fiber-powered system delivers reliable speed with enhanced security. Running a business is tough. Contact FiberHawk today and let our expert team give you a hand.
Everyone needs to be a part of something. If not girls golf, find something. Frankfort High School provides plenty of opportunities for you to be a part of, including 19 sports and plenty of clubs. Be sure to get involved.
We love to see you here at the Farmers Bank. However, we know there are times you need to bank on your schedule, wherever you may be. With the Farmers Bank mobile banking app, you can check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and now you can also securely deposit checks with your smartphone by simply taking a picture of the check. Download our mobile banking app today. The Farmers Bank, your local bank, your mobile bank, your bank for life.
Oh my God! We are ripping fast today. How hard can it be, right? These are now selling for about $3,500. So we're back to our old ways of pulling rocks.
Act like idiots on camera, open cards, and talk about the hobby.
Power. We all want it. We all need it. It not only lights our homes, but it drives our businesses. It strengthens our communities. It empowers us to make our own decisions. Today, we're giving power to more than 22,000 members. We're a homegrown, locally based cooperative that does something the big electric companies won't: give safe, affordable, and reliable power to rural communities. We're Tipmont REMC, and our members have the power.
It can be awkward talking to your doctor or healthcare provider about things like body odor, depression, drugs, relationships, or sex, but they need to know. If you lie or decide not to tell them something, you may not get the care you need.
If you are embarrassed to talk to a parent about health concerns, remember as a teen, you have the right to talk to a healthcare provider alone and get access to some health services without friends, parents, or anyone else finding out.
Take responsibility for your health care. For more information, call Healthy Communities at 765-659-6063.
My name's Gary Gangwer, and I own the Gangwer Insurance Agency as well as Farm here in Clinton County. After an accident in Cleveland, Ohio, I had an opportunity to look at insurance. Didn't have anything to do until harvest, so I thought, why not? And it felt natural for me to call on farmers and specialize in farm insurance, because that's what I use as a farmer, is insurance.
This is really tough for me because I'm trying to remain professional on the show.
And then you got 50 feet of crap and the New York Knicks.
You're 60, so I'm not going to put my hands on you, but I'm going to slap this guy instead. Are we going to have our first real good argument on this show?
That's what everyone wants to hear.
And that is the point.
The fate of your mouth is on your shoulders.
Showtime, cavity bud.
Dr. Snyder and the Ardente Dental Guardians help you fight to keep your mouth healthy. Call Dr. Snyder and the Ardente Dental Guardians at 654-7222. We protect smiles of all ages.
Ardente Dental is a happy place.
Every business we work with at Haley's has different security needs. As a certified Medico Security Center, we provide the highest quality products with affordable solutions for your business. E-cylinders fit into your existing hardware and are controlled from your computer. Medico Smart Solutions provide options for different employee access levels. Patented key control, loss and liability protection. Surveillance cameras protect your employees and your business. Call today for your free business security assessment. Let the professionals at Haley's keep your business safe, with locations in Lafayette and Crawfordsville.
Hi, I'm Ashley with the Farmers Bank. I'm here to introduce the Farmers Bank mobile banking app for your smartphone. Find us at the App Store or the Play Store. To find our app, search for the Farmers Bank Mobile Banking Fiserv Solutions. Have your finances at your fingertips anytime, all the time. Sign up today. The Farmers Bank, your local bank, your mobile bank, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey Mom and Dad, as a teen, I have a right to privacy when it comes to my health care. As a parent or guardian of a teen, there are a few things you can do to help.
Respect our privacy. Let us have one-on-one time with our doctor. Allow us to make our own appointments, fill out our own paperwork, and encourage us to speak up for our own healthcare needs.
For more tips and information, call Healthy Communities at 765-659-6063.
Back at Frankfort High School, Case Arena, it's Frankfort and Delphi Wrestling. I'm Mike Walensky along with Jeremy Corbin. And the coin flip was made in the weight room, and apparently it's the 220-pound division we'll start off with the first in this match, Jeremy.
220 it is. Looks like they're doing right now the coming out to shake their hands, and they'll be getting started after they do the head off here.
Well, starting off at 220, Diego Nava, 5-1, a senior for Frankfort, will match up with Logan Miller. He does not have a record. He's a junior. And they've got Logan Miller and Cole Rush both at 220, and then they're going to move up Cole Rush to 285. He'll wrestle in the second match of the night. But, Jeremy, you talked a little bit about some of the uniforms, the changes that have been made in wrestling.
Yeah, a lot of the uniforms, they're getting rid of the one-piece singlet and going to a two-piece compression top and compression shorts. You'll see that a lot in college, and so it's just moving now towards the younger group into the high school, middle school, and even in the club kids.
Jeremy, we're still early part of December, and as we talked about, the Frankfort Hot Dogs 6-0. So I think for the most part, Coach Salee has a lot of fresh legs in the lineup. We're not near the end of the season where things are dragging. He should see a lot of excitement, a lot of action, aggressive performance tonight from the Hot Dogs.
The guys should be ready to get after. There's no injuries to report, so looks like everyone's healthy and ready to go.
Depth is very important in terms of wrestling, and certainly Frankfort has been able to develop that. That's one area it looks like Coach Schmidt has a concern with for Delphi in tonight's match. They probably will forfeit two weight classes, both at 106 and 132.
And the other thing that's happening is they have guys at different weights that are bumping up, not their weight class to wrestle. So they're giving up some weight, some strength. Lots of different things can happen there, but they're definitely not filling a full roster.
Wrestling certainly provides a certain work ethic in terms of athletics, and when you're a smaller school as Frankfort and Delphi, we're going to see a lot of young men and women who compete in multiple sports.
That is correct. Typically, your bigger schools, a lot of times they're just a one-sport athlete, but definitely here, your smaller schools, they're playing multiple sports multiple times. Looks like 220 is getting ready to shake hands and get going here.
So the 220-pounder, Diego Nava, 5-1 in the gray top for Frankfort. And for Delphi, as you see with the big D on the front for the Oracles, is the 220-pounder Logan Miller. Miller does not have a record coming into this season, according to Lucas Schmidt, the head coach at Delphi. And this should be interesting for both these teams, as both teams have a very difficult challenge in the sectional, with Frankfort battling with the likes of Carmel and Hamilton Southeastern and
Fishers, Westfield, all the big schools are there for sure.
In Delphi, of course, with Harrison, McCutcheon, a lot
Lafayette
of the,
Jeff.
Yeah, Lafayette Jeff, a lot of the big schools in the Tippecanoe County area. So both these teams have their hands full, in sectional play. But wrestling's also a unique sport because there's an ability to win a team championship, and there's also the ability for the individuals to move on and win state championships as well.
Absolutely. They started the team championship around 1996 for the team aspect. Of course, the individual aspect's been going for quite a while now. So, absolutely, you have a chance to do it as a team, but you also have a chance to do it individually by yourself.
So Diego Nava at 220, 5-1 for Frankfort and Coach Salih's team. We'll start off with Logan Miller here, and there they go.
Into a nice little head tie here. Swimming inside, nice low single. Logan Miller's trying to get behind here, trying to do a throw, trying to lateral. He did lateral him right to Diego's back. No control yet. The official has not given any points away here. Logan Miller is now on his back. Diego Nava's getting near fall points. Looking for a half Nelson. Potentially could get a pin here. He's got to stay perpendicular, keep his weight down. Coming off the mat. At that option, he needs to pull him back on the mat. Keep him in the circle.
Diego Nava in the blue for Frankfort. The hot dog senior at 5-1 on the year. And at 220, you have to figure he probably could potentially wrestle up at 285 if need be, or maybe if he really is pushing it, drop down to 195.
He's a stout 220, that is for sure.
Yep.
Nice little stand up and get away there. That's 1 point for Logan Miller. They're back in on that head tie. Logan was pushing Diego out of bounds there. Now they're wrestling back to the center. And on a collar tie, one's going underhook and overhook here. Watch potential throw. Nice low single. Needs to turn the corner and step over that ankle, which he does. Gets his 2 points for takedown.
Great job of Nava finishing for Frankfort.
He is in, rolling those wrists. Now a nice deep half Nelson. He should go chest to chest here, go elbow deep on the head. That's going to be nice and tight as he sucks it up there. Don't want to get rolled through. He will get a pin out of this. Needs a lift up on the head. On his toes. There it is. 6 points for Frankfort on a pin by Diego Nava.
Nava with the fall, and it's 6-0 Frankfort to start off this match at 220. Handled him with ease here in the first period, although for a minute there, Logan Miller really did a good job of trying to hang in there. But Nava gets the fall. And now we go to 285, and always an interesting situation when you got the big guys.
It's fun to watch them, that is for sure. We'll see what we got going on here. Looks like Charlie Garcia versus Cole Rush.
Garcia's a sophomore, 4-2 for the Hot Dogs, and Cole Rush is 3-3. Rush wrestles a lot at 220. Timeout. Equipment issue there for Garcia, and you can see right there, Jeremy, that Rush literally probably is a 220 guy. He's wrestling up.
Yeah, definitely wrestling up. There's no way he's 285, that's for sure. Looks like headgear maybe came in stamped. Get that fixed and get off here, get ready to go.
The strength for Frankfort has been in the lower weights, but as you mentioned, too, the upper weights have been pretty good as well. I mean, Charlie Garcia, just a sophomore, 4-2 on the season, and will drop down to 195, where Oliver Lopez Mayorga is 4-2, a senior for Coach Salih's Frankfort Hot Dogs as well. He's getting really good balance throughout the course of his lineup.
They're going to have to tape that headgear now or change it out, one of the two.
Coach Salih getting a little workout here, a little additional workout to take care of this young man. Of course, as we talked about, coming back to Frankfort, a 2000 graduate, 3-sport star here as a hot dog, football, track and field, and also wrestling. That's really difficult to do.
It is. He was an outstanding athlete in his day for sure. Frankfort's in on a nice double. Charlie shot in. Now he switched to a single. Looking to step over that ankle. 2 points. No, there's no points given yet. There's 2 points. Well, got to get your head out of there.
Charlie Garcia now on top, 2-0.
Cole Rush is trying to get that arm and pull through for a headlock. Charlie's got to keep his head out of there.
And they run out of bounds. They'll reset. Garcia will be on top, 2-0.
Rush needs to explode here on bottom. Either hit a switch or a stand-up and get out of Garcia. Garcia's going to look for a takedown or a breakdown here. Probably look for a half Nelson, keep an arm bar. There's that half Nelson. They've been working that all night. Nice and deep. Chest to chest, on your toes. Stepping over, running a power half on this side. Really needs to punch the mat with his fist. There it is. He's off his knees, go chest to chest. Doesn't want to get too high here to get rolled through. That's going to be a pin right here. Oh, he rolled through. Cole Rush, good job for him on his back there. Going right back to that half Nelson on the left-hand side. Needs to really sink that nice and deep. Needs to keep that wrist so he can roll the wrist underneath while he's running the half.
Under 30 seconds remain in the first period. Garcia on top, 4-0.
Working the power half. Needs to go chest to chest. He's a little high. Needs to get off his knees. There it is right there. There's still a little too much room in between there. Needs to tighten up that half in order to get a pin here with 16 seconds remaining. Going back to that half Nelson on the left-hand side. Time has expired.
7-0 after the first period of action. Charlie Garcia on top of Cole Rush for Delphi. One of our sponsors in tonight's match is IU Health. Indiana University Health, Arnett Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine providers deliver high-quality, comprehensive care for soft tissues, bones, and joints. Visit them online at iuhealth.org/Arnett or call 448-8000 to schedule an appointment. Second period action.
Cole Rush on top. He needs to stay back behind, cover those hips. Nice breakdown with the ankle pick there. Working a 2-on-1. Charlie Garcia needs to get up to his base and explode, hit a stand-up or a switch. He's got his head down currently.
Remember, these two individuals are both sophomores.
Cole Rush is really wanting to work this 2-on-1. Going to a power half. He's on the wrong side. He needs to hop over. Charlie's in on a single. He's going to get 2 points here for a reversal. The official finally gives him his 2 points.
Remember, as far as team scoring, 3 points for a regular decision, 4 for major decision, which is 8 points or more, 5 for a technical fall, and 6 for a pin. And look at this one.
It's going to be a pin here. You get this deep in the match. He needs to really sink that half a little tighter. There's a lot of gap there. That's a pin. 6 points.
Charlie Garcia with the fall, and it's 12-0 now. The Frankfort Hot Dogs as we move forward in action here at Case Arena. There will be a double forfeit at 106.
And Armando is moving up to face Caleb Wolf at 113.
Armando Roa, 6-0 on the year, a junior. Caleb Wolf, also a junior, wrestling at 113 at 0-1. And as we talked about, Roa has had an exceptional year because of the fact that he's been able to wrestle more in the room with Elijah Anthony.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how he looks tonight.
So we get a double forfeit, which means, I'm assuming, 6 points for each club?
I think they space it out as 0.
Maybe 0, okay. Yeah. So it remains 12-0.
Very quick on top here.
Wolf with the takedown.
Left his leg open. Mondo's trying to pull that single leg in.
I think it's a good thing for Roa to be able to wrestle here at 113. He needs to get on the mat. He's had too many forfeits, according to Coach Salee.
He's in with a single. He's trying to pull that into a double. He needs to take it to the mat and finish and get his 2 points. There's his 2 points. 2-point takedown. Armando is working that 2-on-1 on the left-hand side as well. Wolf's trying to break the grip and stand up and get away, which he does. Gets 1 point there.
See Caleb Wolf, pretty lanky there, 113-pounder for Delphi.
He's throwing in legs right now. He's got, put him in and came out. Actually, I think right now he's just going to let him up, give him a point, then do a takedown. He's feeling that he's better on his feet. Armando just took him down, gets 2 points. Coach is yelling, control, control. Go with a half Nelson. Frankfort's working that half Nelson tonight and the power half on both sides. Simple wrestling, but it's working out for him tonight.
Armando Roa 6-5 here in the first period. Hanging on for Frankfort with 12 seconds remain in the first period.
He's got a leg laced. Trying to do a crossbody ride. The end of first period. Armando Roa 6, Caleb Wolf 5.
Again, I look at Caleb Wolf at 113 pounds for Delphi. Coach Lucas Schmidt, he looks like he's a pretty lengthy wrestler at 113. That can be an advantage for him. Long arms.
Absolutely, especially if he knows how to throw some legs and leg ride.
Now he'll have a chance to be on top here to start off the second period, trailing 6-5.
Armando's going to explode here on the whistle. There he goes with a stand-up, gets away, gets 1 point, right back into a single, into a double. There's 2-point takedown. Or a reversal. I'm not sure which one they gave him there. Still gives him 2 points. Looking for a cradle. Needs to bring his head to his knee and needs to lock his hands. Caleb Wolf's trying to get away and get 1 point here. Armando takes him back to the mat, still working that 2-on-1. Right now just trying to roll the wrist. He does have that leg laced. He's going to Turk it over. He's going to football the head and try to get some near fall points here. Got to keep that leg laced is the key to that. Coach is yelling for an illegal headlock. Didn't have the arm below the elbow. Score is 8-5. Armando Roa in control.
Roa appears to have exceptional upper body strength here. Winding down here in the second period. You see there's less than 30 seconds that remain.
Trying for a crossface cradle. There's that crossface again. Needs to take the head to the knee, which he does. He locks his hands, needs to go hip to hip. Sit back and get some near fall points here. Needs to go bottom knee in the side. I think he's going to get a pin here with 10 seconds left. Five seconds left. Definitely getting 3 near fall there.
Armando Roa at 113 and Caleb Wolf.
Caleb Wolf, his choice. They're going neutral. Looks like they're looking to maybe potentially some blood time here. We'll see. Official says no. Final 2 minutes of the third period. There's a nice low single. Into a double. Finished. Needs to keep that tight waist. There's 2 points.
Roa really took a lot out of Wolf there at the end of the second period. He has very little left, doesn't he?
He does. When you get to the third period like this, you'll be able to see here you go with the leg lace. He's going to Turk this over. He's going to football this head, and he's going to try to get some near fall points. Looks like that cradle's there again if he wants to go after it. He's going to let him up and get 1 point here. And try to take him down and get 2. Needs to get a takedown for a major decision. There he is on that high crouch to a single. Going to a double. There it is. His coach may tell him to cut him again and take him down, which that's what he's doing. That's deflating when it comes to the third period and you get cut like that. That's not a good feeling at all. There's that single again. Come over the body for 2 points. He's going to let him up again. Looking for a half Nelson on the right side. Score 17-7. Armando is dominating. He's looking pretty good tonight.
He's very aggressive, quick, shows that upper body strength.
Looks like Frankfort has a little bit more in the tank than Delphi does tonight when it comes to conditioning.
To Caleb Wolf's credit for Delphi, he runs the table through the first 3 periods, but it's a 17-7 major decision for Frankfort's Armando Roa at 113. So the Hot Dogs add 4 points to the score. It's 16-0 Frankfort.
Coach was definitely wanting a pen there. Major decision is definitely good, but coach is wanting that pen for sure.
Here's Elijah Anthony for Frankfort, 6-0, and Jacob Frankel, 4-2, a junior, wrestling now at 120. And Elijah Anthony in some circles at 113 is ranked either number 1 or number 2 in the state of Indiana. He is Coach Salih's best wrestler.
Yeah, they feed into the Newcastle semi-state, so he is definitely seeded number 1, number 2 in that semi-state for sure. We'll see how he goes tonight.
He's got a good competitor in Jacob Frankel, as I mentioned, 4-2, a junior.
Nice duck under right there. Tried an arm roll. That doesn't work all the time, so looks like we're going to maybe cut him and take him down again. We'll see what happens here. Coaches want more motion here, more movement, more movement. Nice low single. Needs to work up the body. There's 2 points.
Elijah Anthony last year was a state qualifier at 106. Coach Salih says that he's a member of one of the wrestling clubs in Indianapolis and really has a commitment to this sport, and you've got to be able to do that to compete at this level.
Yeah, several different clubs in Indianapolis that are really good. CIA and
That's
a few
it.
others is definitely they're practicing every night and getting better. That's what that club is designed for.
Yep, Coach Salih mentioned the CIAs with that club. Here's an escape for a point.
Yeah, he went with an optional start there. Couple good things from an optional start. You can go right into a cradle. You can just cut the guy, and so he elected just to cut him and give him 1 point. He's definitely in control here. Trying to work inside control. Going to go look for that low single again. There it is.
Great quickness there by Elijah Anthony.
Sitting on that ankle, putting some head pressure down. That is definitely signs of a good wrestler. Going with an optional start again. Oh, he's just going to tell the official go ahead and neutral. Jacob Frankel will get 1 point for that. There's that single again. Into a double. (10-4). Elijah Anthony looking very impressive over Jacob Frankel, period 1.
Outstanding effort for Elijah Anthony at 6-0 on the season. One of our sponsors tonight is Thomas Phoenix Lawn and Garden. Thomas Phoenix Lawn and Garden is ready to help you make your tall grass short. Save up to 20% with Husqvarna fleet discounts on commercial cutting packages starting as low as $48.99. Give them a call today at 296-2988 to see if you qualify for a special financing offer. Second period action here.
Frinkle on bottom. Oh, I'm sorry. Frinkle was on top there. Elijah Anthony gets 2 points. Looking for a power half here on one side. Always moving here. He's looking really good here. Looking for a cradle. Going head to the knee. Trying to lock up his hands. Will go hip to hip here. Needs to pull him back in bounds, though. Kept that arm bar on the backside. Going for a tilt. May get a pin out of this. Needs to keep that tight to his body. Don't get out of position. He's going to circle around the head here. He's going to half on this side. He's got a half on the wrong side here.
The Hot Dogs right now on top, 16-0. Looking for 6 more.
Potentially dangerous. I think the official should have gave him 3 near fall plus 1 point for injury time, or 1 point for being on his back. I don't know if coach is going to question that or not, but it should be 4 points instead of 3.
Jacob Frinkle now being attended by one of the trainers on the sideline here.
Taking a look at his rotator cuff, maybe shoulder.
.48 seconds is on the clock, but actually the period has ended. And technical foul.
It is 15-0, technical fall. That's going to get Frankfort another 5 points on the team score tonight.
21-0 Frankfort. Hot Dogs building a big margin here in this match. So we now move to 126, where I believe we have Jose Bautista Ventura 5-1, a sophomore, and Riley Lauder for Delphi. He's a senior, 1-5.
Bautista on the far ankle, right to the back. This might be a quick match here. Looks like he keeps that arm.
Boy, he's aggressive.
Here it is. That's a pin. Very quick pin. Woo! 13-second pin right there.
Wow. Jose Bautista Ventura with his 6th victory this season, the sophomore, with a quick outing here with Riley Lauder. It's 27-0 now, Frankfort.
Frankfort is definitely coming out being aggressive. That is for sure.
And that's exactly what Coach Salee wanted from his squad in tonight's match, as he'll have Marco Cruz Rojas, senior, at 4-2, and there'll be a forfeit here. So that means that Frankfort adds another 6 points, and there's the forfeit.
Another 6 points it is. Coming up at 138, looks like Jimmy Osler and Colby Widner.
Osler, 4-2, a junior. Widner, 3-3, a senior. So they wait for
Osler to come on the mat.
Check in the scorer's table.
So far, it's been a dominant performance by Frankfort. Salee has his guys ready to wrestle tonight.
.138. Osler for Frankfort. Widner for Delphi.
Jimmy Osler on a nice low single. Widner with a takedown, giving them 2 points. See what Jimmy Osler does here on the bottom. He's looking for a stand-up, looking for a switch. What a beautiful switch there. 2 points for a reversal. Colby Widner is going to be down on this position. Jimmy Osler will be on top. There's an escape for 1 point. Oh, a couple roll-throughs here. Widner's back on top. I do see that Coach must be having each guy decide what they want to wear tonight, because there is a singlet that Jimmy Osler's wearing. He's not wearing the compression top and shorts. Here's a cradle. Needs a cross face here. Pull that arm in. Go into what we call a butcher. Pull that arm in and circle around the head. Out of bounds. Tight match, 5-4 at the 138 pound here at Case Arena. Jimmy Osler's trying to move forward here, keep wrist control. Forward motion. Coach is telling him to break him down. There's wrist control, forward pressure. Looking for a potential half Nelson here. Oh, just still controlling the wrist. Down to 15 seconds left. Time's going to expire. Still 5-4 is the score here.
And that's the end of the first period. Jim Osler 4-2 with Colby Widner from Delphi at 3-3. Looked like Widner in the first period ran out of a little bit of gas and was really struggling there. So if Osler can be aggressive and get out of here with some points, they can come back and maybe put this one away.
Score's 5-5. He's going to head and let him go neutral, which is going to give him a point. We'll see who's better here neutral. Jimmy's in on a nice single. Needs a finish. Keep that leg up. Needs to work up the body. Needs to get his right arm back through the body. Keep the legs in. He's trying to listen to coach on what to do here.
Yeah.
He's got his legs in, but his problem is his hips are on the mat. So Widner, all he has to do is get his arm back through here to a lot of flopping going on down there. Rolling out of bounds.
Osler did score some back points there.
It was a quick call on back points for sure. 7-5. Osler is up in the second period with 1:23 to go over Colby Widner from Delphi. Looks like they're checking the score right now.
Scoreboard has 7-7 now. Not quite sure if that's correct. I don't think so. You think about wrestling and dual meets, the focus is on one match at a time, but yet if you go to a tournament or you spend some time wrestling during the course of the summer, that's not the case.
That's correct. That's correct. Yeah, it's lively when you get into these gyms that have 8 to 9 mats going at one time and different matches going on. It gets exciting.
What's also interesting, too, is in terms of semi-state for each of these clubs, Newcastle is just a remarkable facility. At one time in the state of Indiana, it was the largest high school basketball gym around. Now it's Seymour, but for wrestling semi-state, it'll fill up, packed, jam-packed. You might have 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 in there.
It's an amazing place to go watch an event for sure. They call it the Bowl.
Yeah,
definitely loud and crowd. The crowd is lively and ready to go.
It could be very intimidating for these wrestlers as they head into that semi-state. To get out of there is quite an accomplishment, particularly for Elijah Anthony last year for Frankfort at 106.
Jimmy's trying to stay on top here. Looks like the score they have is 8-7. Jimmy Osler is ahead by 1 point. 57 seconds left in the second period. Action at 138 pounds. Jimmy's backing up a little bit here, and coaches is telling him forward, forward, forward. You want to circle, get back into the center. Don't want to ever back up here. Two-point takedown. He's got a half Nelson deep on that side. Should get some near fall points here. Needs to stay in control. Needs to scoop that head. He needs to tee up and get off to the other side. He's got that leg in there. Okay. Won't get a pin out of that, but definitely will get 3 points. Needs a reset, work another move, and get some more points here. Five seconds left.
Wow.
Score is now 13-7 at 138 going into the third period. That's what happens when you give up some backfall or some near fall points there.
16-7 now.
16-7 now.
And the only thing I can say there is that Delphi's Colby Whitner was saved by the bell.
He was. If it would have went five or six more seconds, I think he would have been pinned. Look like he's a little gassed right now.
Final period, third period. Jimmy Osler on top, looking for his 5th victory of the season for Frankfort.
He's working wrist control right now, forward motion, looking for a half Nelson. You just don't want to get rolled here, which he did. It looks like 2 points. Okay, he's going to come back over the top potentially. He should get 2-point reversal. That was a quick call, but he gave it to him.
18-9. More points kept coming.
Needs a look away and pull him back into the mat.
There's a fall for Osler. 6 more points for the Hot Dogs. Osler moves to 5-2 with that pin here in the third period with 1:17 remaining.
Score is now 39-0. Frankfort Hot Dogs are winning tonight.
Now Juan Campos for Frankfort, 5-1, a sophomore. They'll wrestle at 145 with Andy Mendoza, who is 1-0 for Delphi. For Delphi to get back in this match, pretty much have to pin about everybody left.
They will have to definitely pin everyone left, and I don't know that that's going to be possible tonight. Hey, I like these guys. They're definitely aggressive, going after each other's heads here, a little head hunting. Trying wrist control. Caught him with what we call kind of a pancake move there. Delphi very aggressive on this match.
Andy Mendoza for Delphi at 145. He's a senior, using his hands very well early on.
Juan on a low single. Moves up to a high single. Needs to switch off to a double. The action moves out of bounds. Now they're coming back to the center. Frankfort is definitely good tonight on that single. We've seen it many times tonight. Here's a circle. Watch the throw. Just got caught with an over and under. Andy Mendoza needs a what we call tee up instead of being perpendicular there, side by side. Sitting on that ankle, riding that ankle pretty good right now.
Mm-hmm. Andy Mendoza up 7-1 as we head towards the end of the first period.
Needs to scoop that head and go watch that arm. He's got to stay 90 on his back. Half is definitely there. Needs to pull him in a little bit. Saved by the bell
yes.
there.
Got 3 points. It's 10-1 now after the first period. Andy Mendoza, 145 for Delphi on top of Juan Campos. Juan's had a good start to his season here as a sophomore, 5-1.
Still a lot of time left here. 2 more periods. We'll see if Andy Mendoza can keep up the battle. Keep on top. Mendoza with the down position. Juan Campos needs to break him down here and get some points. He's got a leg laced. Needs to turk that leg over. 1 point escape for Andy Mendoza. Scores now 11-1. Juan in on a single. Needs to switch to a double here.
Remember, our next wrestling action here on the ISC Sports Network will be the Clinton County Wrestling Meet. December 19th, be held at Clinton Prairie as the Gophers will host that Clinton County Wrestling Invitational.
Clinton Central, Rossville, Clinton Prairie, and Frankfort will be the schools in attendance there. Mendoza with a nice half Nelson. He needs to get under that arm. Chest to chest on his, get some near fall here, potentially a pin if he keeps that arm on his back.
There it is.
Andy Mendoza for the first points for Frankfort Oracles tonight. Gives them 6 points. The score is now 39-6.
Well done by Andy Mendoza for his second victory of the year at 2-0 for Delphi and Coach Schmidt. And now we roll on to the 152-pound weight class. Daniel Sanchez, I believe, a sophomore for Frankfort. And Brian Terrell, 4-2, a junior for the Oracles.
Daniel's trying to get his wrist free, trying to get inside position here. Brian Terrell's going with the collar tie. Now he's back out, back in.
Garcia this year 2-1. Has 2 falls this year for Coach Salih and the Hot Dogs.
Brian Terrell's trying to run that front headlock series here. They go down to a low single. Needs to spin behind to get his 2 points here. There's 2 points. Brian Terrell is in control on top. So potentially had a headgear come down. They're fixing again. If that happens again, they'll replace it.
Sanchez for Frankfort. He's just a sophomore. Terrell, the junior, for Delphi. Delphi fairly strong in the middle weights.
We got locked hands. That's going to be 1 point. Sanchez. Try to hit a Granby there. Got to continue to move. Sanchez on bottom needs to continue to move. Constant motion.
There is a consequence for a wrestler if they don't move on the bottom.
That is definitely it, and it's usually develops into 6 points, you being on your back.
Yep.
Terrell's trying to break him down with a ankle pick. Arm chop. Try to hit a little Granby action there. Still nothing. He's got a half Nelson, but he's on the wrong side. He needs to really hop over on the other side. Action winds up in the first period, 2-1. Terrell is up on Sanchez. Frankfort defers. Delphi chooses down.
39-6 Frankfort over Delphi here at Case Arena. Wrestling at 152.
Terrell goes back down as they move out of bounds. Sanchez working tight waist and has that single arm over there on the left side. Good forward motion here, keeping his weight back. Looks like he might be trying to work an arm bar on that left side. Minute 26 left in the second period. Sanchez down by 1 point here at the 152-pound weight class.
39-6 Frankfort over Delphi. We have an outstanding crew working this broadcast from Frankfort High School. Young men and women doing a great job on camera.
He's to finish this double here. Terrell's trying to get behind, get two. Needs a crossface, crossface, crossface. Grab that ankle, lift it up. Sanchez is not giving it up easily. Potentially dangerous on the arm. Got to keep that arm at 90 degrees on the back. Terrell does score a couple points there. Score is 4-1. Delphi is winning this match. Correction, now it is 4-2. Coaches are yelling for someone to shoot. There's the double.
There it is.
He's to pop his head on the outside, pull that in. Terrell's doing very good to defend that. 2-point reversal. He's throwing his legs in over the top right here, trying to get some near fall. Needs to extend his body and keep his hips up off the mat. Definitely don't want to pull him on top of you here. Terrell will get a pin on this aspect. Lift the head here, and he should get 6 points. Sanchez, way to fight off your back.
Yeah, nice job by Sanchez there.
Terrell had his weight towards his head instead of over the chest there, allowing Sanchez to escape.
Well, Daniel Sanchez holds in there. He's down 9-2 now as they run into the final period here at Case Arena, wrestling at 152.
Looks like Terrell's going with the optional, well, maybe not. I thought he said optional start there. Looks like they're going neutral. Minute 58 in the third period. Sanchez needs to score some back points to come back here. Both guys on an inside collar tie. Sanchez needs to keep his head up. Somewhat of a fireman's there. Trying to pull that leg in. Sanchez is still moving here, still making action back, trying to pull in the leg. Terrell needs to tuck that head and spin behind here. 59 seconds. He just needs to ride him out the last 50 seconds left in the match here and get a victory.
All he has is 1 minute to the finish line for Delphi's Brian Terrell at 1:52.
Both guys are extremely tired at this point. Yeah. Terrell almost pulled him back on top of him. That's a no-no. I bet Coach will get after him after the match on that one.
To Sanchez credit, he's hung in here throughout the entire match where it looked like he was about ready to get pinned in the second period.
I think it was locked hands. I didn't see that, though, but I think that's what it was.
Should be 11-5 now.
Sanchez needs to get away here. 28 seconds. He needs to get back neutral, maybe do a throw, get Terrell to his back, and get a pin here if he wants to make it out alive. Looks like Terrell's going to ride him out here the last 15 seconds and get a victory over Daniel Sanchez at 1:52. 10 seconds remain.
Great effort by Sanchez.
Coaches want him to score here. It's a 7-point victory. 6-point victory.
Yep. So it's 39 now to 9. That's just 3 points there. And really, you got to give Sanchez a lot of credit. Otherwise, you add another team point.
That's right. He did not give up, and he did not go to his back or give up another reversal there. So definitely so.
Great effort there as we roll into 160. Franzel Pozas, 4-2, the senior for Frankfort. He'll be matched up with Isaac Burnell at 160 pounds. He's 4-2 and a junior. And here we go.
Both guys feeling each other out, just trying to push and pull a little bit. There's a headlock coming from left field. Frankfort was prepared for that, ducked his head, potentially had 2-point reversal there, but they went out of bounds.
Renzel Pozas has 3 falls this year for Coach Salih's Hot Dogs.
There's that headlock again. Needs to pop his head out.
Isaac Burnell on the bottom.
So he's trying to put that arm on his back. Franzel with looks like a butcher there. He's got his arms all tied up. He's going to get a pin here. That is nice and tight. Needs to get off his knees. Scoop that head up. That is definitely nice and tight.
There it is.
6 points.
Franzel Pozas, his 4th fall of the season. 45-9, Frankfort.
He wanted that move, and he kept after it. Kept after it, and there it was.
Good matchup upcoming now at 170. Chris Matias, 4-2, the senior for Frankfort. And Marco Oliver, the sophomore for Delphi, upcoming. Matias, I believe, was a regional qualifier last year for the Frankfort Hot Dogs.
You know, we talk about making it to state as a big accomplishment. A regional qualifier is definitely a big accomplishment as well, coming out of that sectional. You're talking some of the biggest schools in the state of Indiana in that sectional.
Mm-hmm.
There's a nice single right to the back. He's going to get some near fall points here, looking to run a half Nelson. Looking wrist control. Going to put that arm on his back is what he's trying to do here. A little 2-on-1.
Matias with 1 fall this year and a technical fall to his credit. 4-2.
There's that single again. He's going to step over. Should just grab those legs, step over, get 2 points. If Oliver Holt continues to hold here, he will get pinned. Okay, he let go. Went right to his belly. Got
Maybe
blood
some blood
time here.
Yep. Looks like maybe hit his nose or something
Yep,
along those lines.
Definitely has a nosebleed, so
Yep.
they'll start the injury time and the blood time here.
Well, one of our sponsors is Tipmont REMC. Tipmont REMC, an in-home energy assessment, is the easy, convenient, and free way to measure your home's energy efficiency, lowering your energy bills and saving you money. To schedule your free assessment, visit www.tipmont.org. Tipmont REMC, empowering our communities. And another sponsor for tonight's wrestling match is Gangwear Insurance. With markets for everything and everyone in your time of need, we will be there. Give us a call at 765-379-3650 or visit gangwearinsurance.com for more information and locations as we get ready to reset here with Chris Matias at 170 and Marco Oliver for Delphi.
Matias working that 2-on-1. Potentially may do a tilt here or half Nelson on this side. Trying to get some near fall. There's the half Nelson. Needs a tee up and get off to the side.
There it
Quick
is.
pin.
Second fall of the season for Matias.
In the first period.
Wow, 51-9 now, Hot Dogs.
The Hot Dogs are cruising tonight.
Mm-hmm. Now we go to 182. Vladimir Latingua, 1-5, a sophomore for the Hot Dogs. And wrestling at 182 is Bailey Rucker, undefeated, 4-0 for Delphi. Vladimir Carreras Lantinga, 1-5, sophomore.
Delphi may be in control of this match. We'll see. Definitely don't want to back up here. Forward motion, forward motion.
After this match, we have one more remaining for this dual matchup between Frankfort and Delphi. And as it is right now, 51-9 Frankfort. Frankfort looks like they're on their way to their 7th victory of the campaign.
They will definitely finish the night undefeated. Team record, that is.
Mm-hmm.
They are hosting their big invitational this weekend. Rutgers just looking to score some points here. And on a nice double, keeps driving through. Should work up the body here. May just cut him and start neutral again. Rutgers looking for inside control. Staying at arm's length, trying to get in his single, double. Got an underhook, may watch a throw here. Never know what's going on here. Carreras shoots in. Rucker gets a 2-point takedown. Pushes him away, gives Carreras another point for an escape. Rucker is definitely in control of this match.
Yeah, Bailey Rucker, 4-0, sophomore. We're at 182. And that's the end of this first period of action as Rucker leads 10-5.
Current score 51-9. Frankfort Hot Dogs definitely in control of this match tonight with the Oracles from Delphi.
One thing I've noticed about Lucas Schmidt being a Purdue grad, he doesn't have to change his colors. He can still keep his whatever he wore during his 4 or 5 years at Purdue, the black and gold, because the Delphi Oracles also sport that black and gold.
That is correct. No change in the wardrobe anytime soon. See what Bailey Rucker does here on bottom. Looking to maybe have locked hands on bottom here. Yep, official catches that. Got technical violation, 1 point locking hands and 1 point escape for Rucker. Gives him 2 points, plus potentially a takedown here. 2 point takedown. This is moving closer to a tech fall scenario. Carreras is still in there fighting, though. Tell him to tie his shoe. I have him tape it up again.
You know, that's what I need to do.
Hey, that's the easy way to do it. Just tape it up. You don't have to worry about tying anymore.
Let me tell you, we're broadcasting from the crow's nest, and if you don't tie your shoe and you walk up these
that's a spiral staircase,
you're in trouble.
You are definitely in trouble. I made it to the first go of it, and then I started getting off, and they're like, "No, you got to keep going." And so I had to hit the second platform.
I have a recommendation for Coach Salee. If he wants to get any of his wrestlers in shape, let him run the spiral staircase here every night.
I think there'll be some accident prones happen there. We don't want to do that.
182, Bailey Rucker on top, 16-6 here in the second period.
Looking for wrist control. Is going to try to put that arm on his back. Carreras. Officials telling him keep it at 90, which he obliged and shook his head yes.
Vladimir, just a sophomore, 1-5 on the season for the Hot Dogs.
Rucker still trying to work that arm. Not having any luck with it so far. 20 seconds left in the second period. 16-6. Bailey Rucker is in control of this match. Trying to do a butcher here. He's going to get a pin. Well, he's 1 second left. Gives him 2 point near fall.
18-6 after 2 periods. And you got to give Vladimir a lot of credit. He's still moving down below.
He's not giving up yet.
No,
that's good.
He's still fighting out there for Coach Salee's Hot Dogs heading into the third period. Trailing 18-6. He'll be on top.
Got locked hands again. I don't know if they've called it. He's going right to his back here. 2 point near fall. 20-6. Going to get a pin here. Nope. Going to get the tech fall. Match should be over. Rucker picks up 5 points for the Delphi Oracles. Score is now 51-14.
Good job by Bailey Rucker, improving his record to 5-0 for Coach Schmidt and the Oracles. And now we go into the final weight class at 195. It'll be Oliver Lopez Mayorga, 4-2, a senior for Frankfort, and Cooper Kinsler, 5-1, a sophomore for the Oracles at 195. Frankfort 51-14 the score. They will go 7-0 regardless of this match here at 195.
I think Delphi has the same stance as Frankfort on the 195 and 220. Both those guys practice with each other in rooms, so looks like Delphi's 195 and 220 are going to be pretty good, and same with 106 and 113 with Frankfort. Better competition in the room is going to make you better, that's for sure.
Yeah, competition, very important. Preparation meets success here at any level wrestling.
Absolutely. Lopez with the first takedown of the night. 2-0 over Cooper Kinsler from Delphi. Oh, we gave him 2-point reversal. Looked like they were out of bounds to me, but the official saw it a different way.
Speaking of the room, it holds a very special place for wrestlers throughout the world because I'm not quite sure if a venue means as much to people where they practice and compete. And coaches can do a lot of inspirational things in the room, if you will, to prepare them for matches.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The room is definitely special. The stairs are always special as well because I remember spending lots of time running stairs. The big key is just eating healthy, good regiment, get a good sweat going, keep in shape. Very physical sport, wrestling is. This potentially could be a pin if he keeps his tight waist nice and tight.
That's Cooper Kinsler for Delphi on top.
Kinsler's working 2 arms here, trying to get it half Nelson on the right side. Lopez has his arms down, not giving it to him. Score is 6-3. Kinsler is up. 30 seconds left in the first period here at Case Arena. He's potentially could get a pin here. He's got 20 seconds. It's going to be nice and tight. He did roll through. Good reversal by Lopez. Final seconds ticking off in the first period. Score is 8-5. Kinsler over Lopez in the first period. Lopez came to wrestle tonight.
He did, and we'll go to the second period. Kinsler on top, 8-5. He's battling back in this one.
They choose the neutral position.
Oliver Lopez Mayorga will go by Oliver Lopez here, down 8-5.
Looking for inside control, we'll shuck away. Coach is yelling, your shot, your shot. We'll see what happens here. Nice double by Kinsler. Needs to step over, work up the body, climb up the body. Get your points, plus get some near fall here. Keep that arm. Needs to step off to the side. Score is now 12-5. Kinsler is up on Lopez. Takedown and a 2-point near fall. Working the 2-on-1.
And this is the final match of the evening as we started at 2:20.
Kinsler decides to cut Lopez, giving Lopez 1 point. Lopez has to set up that shot. He just can't go down on it like that. Trying again. Needs a push, pull. There's a nice double by Kinsler. He's looking for a pin here, but he's not going to get it. Lopez going back to his belly. Scores 14-6. Kinsler up on Lopez here at Case Arena with 25 seconds remaining in the second period. He's got a crossface going here. Trying to pull that arm up. Going back to wrist control. Trying to get the half Nelson on the right side. Kinsler needs to get off his knees. Make Lopez carry all of his weight.
That'll end the second period. We'll go to the final period. The final bout of the evening. Cooper Kinsler at 5-1, the 195-pounder on top here, heading into the third, 14-6.
Lopez looking for a breakdown. Crowd's getting into it here, wanting them to run a half or a power half here. Kinsler may be a little winded. To keep him broke down here. Lopez needs to go forward motion and break him down.
Still plenty of time for Lopez to try to make a move here.
Lopez needs to finish that double, but he didn't do it. Escape for Kinsler, 1 point. 15-6 over Lopez. Nice double leg by Kinsler. Now Kinsler in control on top. Looking to get a half Nelson here on the right side. 40 seconds remaining in the match. Kinsler up 15-6 over Lopez. Time is ticking down here, Case Arena. Looks like the final score is going to be 51-18 in favor of Frankfort Hot Dogs here at Case Arena. Good home win for them.
It has been very clean throughout for Frankfort as Cooper Kinsler comes up with that victory, 17-6. Major decision, as Jeremy pointed out, 4 points added on to this final. It is Frankfort with its 7th straight dual meet victory of the year with a 51-18 victory over the Delphi Oracles. When we return, we'll look at the postgame. But first, these messages on the ISC Sports Network.
Thomas Phoenix Lawn and Garden is your local Husqvarna dealer. With us, you'll find a knowledgeable staff that's able to provide quick turnaround service so your business doesn't have to stop. From zero-turn mowers to trimmers and chainsaws, Husqvarna has you covered. And with the fleet program, the more you buy, the more you get in return. With that kind of stability, you can rely on us for the long haul. Get your Husqvarna equipment today at Thomas Phoenix Lawn and Garden, located at 6292 West County Road 0 in Frankfort.
Our postgame is brought to you by Healthy Communities. Finding and applying for health insurance is hard, especially now. We get that. Our mission is to help not only children, families, but everyone. We can help you obtain the coverage you need at a price you can afford. Our help is free, unbiased, and local. For more information, visit www.healthyclintoncounty.org. Healthy Communities, our postgame sponsor, and Jeremy Corbin, a big victory tonight for the Frankfort Hot Dogs, 51-18 over Delphi.
Absolutely, as they move forward to this weekend with some strong competition with Lebanon coming into town as they host. And then next week as the county meet at Clinton Prairie. Frankfort definitely has a shot. Seeing them tonight, they definitely have a shot of taking home a county championship.
Looked like Coach Salee found some aggressiveness that he wanted and fire from his kids tonight, which he didn't get the other night in a 41-36 win over Western Boone.
Absolutely, and Elijah Anthony looked very tough tonight. He's very deserving of that 1 or 2 seed in the Newcastle semi-state for sure.
You know, as we conclude, we're looking at one of the final matches here. It's a JV match upcoming. Depth is such an important part, and one thing about Coach Salee in Frankfort, he was able to make some moves at the bottom of his lineup to allow some of the lower weights to move up, including Roa, who was able to wrestle at 113.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot of times at the very beginning, it's a chess match. What matches you want to forfeit, what matches you want to get kids wrestling. So, like we said earlier, this year it's a little different. Forfeits do not count during sectional seeding. So, it's very important to have a winning record when it comes to sectional seeding, especially when you're having to go to the what we call the meat grinder for Delphi at sectionals, and they need all the wins they can get.
Frankfort wrestling fans, our next wrestling matchups here on the ISC Sports Network will be the Clinton County Wrestling Invitational. It'll be December 19th at Clinton Prairie. We hope you join us. Great work tonight by all the young men and women from Frankfort High School to run the board and all the cameras and the entire production crew. And for Jeremy Corbin, I'm Mike Walensky. I hope that you enjoyed tonight's match between Frankfort and Delphi. Ed Niehaus, the athletic director at Frankfort Frankfort High School. We'd like to thank him for providing us with such great hospitality here in the Crow's Nest from Case Arena. Again, tonight, Frankfort winning it over Delphi to stretch their unbeaten string to 7-0 on the season, 51-18. Thanks for watching on the ISC Sports Network.